You guys had an optional training session this morning, but all the boys turned out. That's you boys are coming here ready, yeah?
Yeah, it wasn't optional. It was compulsory training, but it was a top up. It was get what you need. But yeah, look, the boys are obviously extremely excited. There's been a lot of talk, I guess, since returning back from England about this series, and I think all the boys are looking forward to tomorrow finally getting out there.
Tim?
Mike, hi, good to see you.
You too, man.
What's going to be different this time round? You've got the England team on your own backyard now. You started to come good. You won the one-day series. I mean, what's got to be different in the Test match series to win the own bag?
I guess we'll find out over the next couple of months. Look, I think there's been a lot said in the build-up to this series, a lot of speculation about individual players, about teams, about how Australia's going to have success, how we're going to turn it around. For us, it's about coming out and playing our best cricket in 5 Test matches, and hopefully the result will take care of itself. But yeah, I'm certainly not going to sit here and promise the world and tell you everything's going to be different. It's going to be a tough battle like it was in England. We have to play our best cricket to have success no matter what conditions you play in. It is nice to be playing in front of our home fans. We've got a lot of support throughout the country, and it's going to be great to see so many people turn out and support some fantastic cricket. So our job is to perform at our best, and hopefully the result will take care of itself.
There's a bit of a doubt about Matt Pryor at the moment. I guess it's a sort of important day for him today. But if he was to miss out, would you see that as a real setback for England? He's regarded as the engine room of their team, although he didn't have a great series against you last summer.
I'm not concerned either way, to be honest. I think it's really important that we are 100% focused on our team and making sure we're ready to go. And whatever 11 players England decide to put on the field, we'll be prepared and ready.
Michael, have you decided on an 11 yet?
No, we haven't.
Are you leaning towards keeping the spinner in though, because it's pretty rare that Australia don't go in without a spinner here?
The selectors are probably talking about it as we speak, so that's probably a question for those guys.
Michael, Kevin Peterson's about to play his 100th Test. Still, not that many Test attacks have gone short at him over a protracted period on a bouncy pitch. Do you think it might be time to give that a go, given the way he plays?
Sorry, can you just ask that again? I don't
Yeah,
know
not that many people have gone short at Peterson, Test attack on a bouncy surface. Given the way he plays, could that be, could be time to try that?
Look, we've got plans to all the England batters, and we'll try and execute those plans as well as we can.
Yeah.
Michael, often the Australian team is settled and you like to sort of tell the team and announce the 12th man. Does the fact that you haven't announced the 12th man suggest that there might be a bit in the deck, and there's some thought about whether it will be a spinner or Faulkner is at 4th seamer as a result of the deck?
Again, I can't talk about the selection part of it because I'm not having that conversation right now with the selectors, but the wicket looks fantastic. I think it's a really good pitch. I think it's going to offer pace and bounce for the bowlers. And that includes spin. I think spin's had success at the Gabba because of the bounce more than the spin. But again, the Gabba's, in my opinion, one of the best Test wickets in the world to play cricket on because it does offer good pace and bounce. So your bowlers are always interested, can always get you out, but once you get in, it's as good a place to bat as anywhere in the world. So I wouldn't imagine the conversation having now is about the conditions. I think it would be about trying to pick the best 11 to help us win this Test match.
Just on the latest on Watson, really, are you expecting him to be able to play a full part as a 5th bowler, or is he going to be right for that for you?
I don't think he'll be at 100% in regards to can bowl 25 overs in the first innings of the Test match, but I think as we've seen over the past couple of days, Watto's improved every single day, and I'm really confident that he'll be able to bat at his best and do a job with the ball for us.
Michael, you rolled the arm over a little bit earlier. Are you anticipating sending some down?
I was trying to give Smitty another net bowler.
Yeah. Are you anticipating sending any down?
If required, like every Test match. I love bowling, so if there's an opportunity to bowl, I'll have a go, but hopefully our other bowlers will do the job.
Do you have any theory as to why Australia is so strong at the Gabba?
I would say just playing in front of our home fans. There's always a build-up for the first Test of the summer in Australia. It's, cricket's such a popular sport in this country, and I think as a player you always build up for that first Test match, and this is tradition. We always start here, and I think that's probably why the excitement of playing the first Test in front of Australia on conditions that players are used to. You play first-class cricket here, which is great for guys that don't get an opportunity I guess when you're a youngster to play for Australia, you play domestic cricket, learning about these conditions. So then if you do get a chance to play Test cricket or one-day cricket, you know the Gabba quite well. I think it's probably one of our strengths in the first-class system, that a lot of our games are played at Test venues, so you're prepared come, if you get an opportunity to play Test cricket.
Michael, in the build-up, there's been sort of a lot of negative talk going on from outside the team, bouncing around. How hungry are you sort of just to get out there and play cricket after all that?
Yeah, the boys are going really well. They've trained exceptionally well. They're in a great place, and we're excited about the first test finally starting tomorrow, that's for sure.
Michael, if we take you back to last summer, how confident do you feel now in terms of how well you've prepared as against how confident you felt going into that first test in Nottingham as a side? Yeah,
I don't think I can compare. I think, obviously, we've played a lot more cricket now as a group. I think the 5 test matches in England as a test team really helped us. The result obviously didn't help us, but just to be able to play cricket together and learn more about each other always helps. I think it'd be silly to compare where we were then to where we sit today.
Michael, do you feel better prepared, given the work you've done since the last series? For Stuart Broad, he tested you out, obviously, with the short one throughout the last series. And also, another question, why didn't you bat at training today?
Because I batted before you turned up, and we'll find out after the next 5 test matches, is I better prepared?
Michael, a lot of the talk that you were referring to has centred around Stuart Broad.
Sorry, go again. Sorry.
A lot of the talk that you've referred to in the build-up to this test is centred around Stuart Broad. And he seems rather unfazed by it. If anything, he seems to be feeding off it. Are you concerned at all that it will have the opposite effect, the way it used to do, say, with Steve Waugh?
I'm not worried about the England team, to be honest. I'm more concerned about the Australian team, and my focus is wholly and solely on there and making sure that we are as well prepared as we can be. So, yeah, I'm not really concerned about the talk that's been in the media about Stuart Broad that you're talking about.
What about the England supporters, though? Michael, the Barmy Army destroyed Mitchell Johnson last time. What's being done, from your perspective, with him to try and make sure that doesn't happen again, they don't get into his head, if you like?
I think it's great for the game. I think the more people we can have coming and watching from whatever country, the better. I think it's great for Test cricket to see or hear that I think the first 3 days of this test are sold out. It's really exciting for the game, and hopefully both teams can play a wonderful brand of cricket that entertains everybody. That's the most important thing from our side of things, that's for sure.
Have people spoken to him, though? Have you had any sort of counselling or coaching or anyone talking about it?
I wouldn't have thought so.
Michael, the confidence and the stability in the team has improved over the course of the year, but you still haven't won a test match since the first week of the year. How much of a hurdle is it just finding that belief within yourselves that you can go a 5-day match and win it?
I think the belief's there, and hopefully we'll show that over the next 5 test matches.
Michael, a lot of talk after the England series about failing to win the really big moments. It's obviously something you can't train for, but can you prepare to win those big moments here?
I think that's part of playing international sport. I think every single moment is big. Every time you walk onto the field as an Australian cricketer, it's as special as any other. Doesn't matter whether you're playing against India, South Africa, Bangladesh, England. You're just as excited to represent your country. So, every moment of my career has been a big moment, and I look forward to hopefully a few more over the next couple of months.
Michael, how is George Bailey fitting in? He's not your typical debutant given the amount of experience he brings, but he's still his first test match, so how's he fared during the week?
Yeah, it's great to have Bales around. He's a wonderful guy and has been extremely successful in the shorter formats for us, and he's really excited about this first test, there's no doubt about that. He's very well prepared, he's on top of his game and full of confidence, so he's looking forward to a big summer as well.
Michael, is this much more Darren Lehmann's team, if you like? I mean, he came in obviously at very short notice. The relationship obviously developed over the summer, but do you sense now there's been almost a longer preparation time and he's much more got his feet under the table for the job?
Yeah, I guess so. Buff's Buff, to me, he's a wonderful guy and he's great to always have around. I think, there's a lot of people that play a part in helping the players get will be as well prepared as they can be. There's a lot of work put in from the players to feel full of confidence and make sure they got runs on the board or wickets on the board, and then it takes a lot of people to give the players an opportunity in regards to selecting them. So, I think Darren certainly deserves the praise that he's receiving at the moment for getting the team, or help getting the team to where we are today. But I think there's a lot of people as well behind the scenes, whether that be selectors, Cricket Australia staff, physios, doctors. There's a lot of people behind the scenes that probably never seem to get the credit that they deserve, and I think they certainly deserve it for getting the team to a position where we're confident, we're in a great place. We know we have to play our best cricket, but I think we're as well prepared as we can be. And I guess as captain of the team, that's all you can ask.